Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of El Local Podcast 831. I am your host, Eddie Gonzalez, and today I have Salinas native and comedian James Mena.
What's up, Eddie?
What's up, man? Well,
Chill.
hey, I'm glad that you're on the show.
Dude, finally made it.
I know. Yeah, we had some scheduling conflicts over the last couple months, but I'm glad that you
Yeah.
finally able to come on.
Yeah. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Nice place you have.
Thank you.
Really like
Appreciate it.
Like what you're doing.
Thank you. Like I had mentioned right now that I'm trying to branch out right into Salinas and kind of get to know what Salinas is about, right?
Mhm.
I have family there. I've known people that grew up there, so I kind of know a little bit. But I know there's a lot of people here that in my community that don't know much about Salinas or are not familiar with local stories from Salinas or people. And so what I want to do is get to know people from out there and kind of their story of what Salinas is like, what their experience is like growing up out there.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
born and raised in Salinas?
Yeah. Born and raised.
Born and raised, all right.
Yeah.
Uh,
Crazy times.
yeah, because it has a bit of a bad rap,
Yeah.
you know, but it kind of goes in waves, right? So there's
Yeah.
moments where it's like, hey, Salinas is pretty nice right now, or moments where like, hey, it's kind of hot out there, you know.
Yeah.
But from your experience growing up in Salinas, what is it like for you?
I mean, all that stuff was going on, but I think we kind of just looked past it and did our own thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's one big thing. For me growing up was just like, there's like two choices, you know.
Yeah.
You could either go that route or the other route. And, I mean, I think I just chose to go like straight down the middle, you know. But no, like stuff was going on, but I think growing up and stuff, you kind of just, you don't really notice it, you know. I think, but
And Salinas is such a big city compared to like Watsonville. It's almost like San Jose, like, or there's different parts out there, right? And it's so big, and I tell people that it's so big that there's like 10 different school districts out there.
yeah.
You know. So what part of Salinas did you grow up in?
Shoot, man, I think I did a little bit of everywhere, dude. I dabbled my feet in the east side. I think my grandma used to live on, I think it was Hebron Street or something like that. I'm not too sure what street it was. She lived there for a little bit. I think we lived on Soledad Street for a little bit. We lived on Sun Street for a little bit. I guess these are all streets, but I mean, I would say the north side lived on like Noise Drive for a little bit. A little bit in the west side.
Yeah.
A little bit of the west side, a little bit of the east side, west east side. North, south. Yeah, I mean, shoot, man. I think we kind of just moved a lot. We moved around a lot. But yeah. So I would say we got around.
Yeah. And your family was originally from Salinas?
Yeah. Well, my mom actually is from like Texas and stuff like that. So she's from Texas. Yeah. So, but I believe my dad was I think originally from Soledad actually, but I think they moved to Salinas and I was from Salinas. Yeah.
Growing up, were there any places that you remember fondly that like this was like this place to go as kids in Salinas?
Like on a regular basis?
On a regular basis. Like, for example, here in Watsonville, it's like Ramsey Park.
Ramsey Park
Off of Main Street. And they had the big old metal slide that during the summer, like, it would burn you going down. So that was always a staple. That was a place that people would always go to.
That's funny. Shoot, I don't know. We used to go to the park and catch like tadpoles and stuff. That's
Mhm.
about. I don't know. I don't think everybody did that.
Yeah.
But I mean, nah, I don't know. I don't. Maybe the movies.
Hmm. Yeah. Um. So, movies. When was the mall kind of growing up? Was it around that time? Was it around?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's cool. They had like the Ferris wheel and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or whatever it's called, the merry-go-round thing
The
with
merry-go-round.
the
Yeah.
the horses and all that. Not the Ferris wheel. That's too big.
Yeah. No, I remember when I went to Salinas. I would always ask because my aunt lived out there. Like, hey, let's go to the mall.
Yeah,
And so like just for that reason, just to go into the merry-go-round. Um, but it almost like was a place to be. It was like a type of swap meet, right? Like
yeah,
everyone would be there. You'd meet everyone there at the mall.
yeah. I guess so. Yeah, yeah,
Is it still kind of like the place to be?
yeah. Like nowadays,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I feel like the old town Salinas is a big like attraction spot.
That's,
Uh, hmm?
well, speaking about Old Town, it's taken off. It's established now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, over the last like 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
it's the place to be, and it seems like there's a lot of nightlife out there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so, when did you like? Were you when did you like start going out there? Because it's I mean it's an adult place, right? 21 up, you go out there. There's some restaurants,
Yeah.
family business, and all that. But when were you just like, dude, it's a place to be?
Uh, hmm.
Because I like what you guys
honestly,
do with it. Yeah.
honestly, just like kind of like I'd say recently, more
Mhm.
recently, at least 4 years,
Mhm.
at least 4 years. Maybe people would say before, but I would say a lot recently. At least for me, it's kind of just like, oh, it's a good spot to do videos or whatever. Maybe
Mhm.
like interview people. But yeah, no, they did a good job, and it's still growing too.
Oh yeah, I think one of my favorite parts of it is the Salinas
Yeah,
sign over the street. That's clean.
yeah, it's nice. That is nice. Yeah,
Yeah. Um. So you are a comedian,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so, um, have you always felt like you're a comedian? Did you kind of get that comedian bug, or was it like, hey, I think I'm funny. I'm gonna try being funny.
I think I've always thought it. I've always like wondered, but I was kind of just like, maybe not. Like I always thought I was and stuff like that. You know, but I guess I just never had like that confidence to just go do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then people just told me that I should do it and I'd be good at it, and I was like, you know what, shoot, I'm gonna try it. So I started getting some stuff down.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I ever was given the opportunity to do it, like
Yeah.
I could say that. And yeah, it's one thing I ended up getting an opportunity from Julian. Shout out Julian Gonzalez, you probably know him. And he gave me some time, and then I did it, and ever since then, dude, fell in love.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
when did you like say what year was it when you like started to like step into that environment, that role?
I'd say it was like 2023.
Okay, so recently.
Yeah, yeah. It's only been like 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. Well, 2 years, I mean,
Yeah.
you got a big following,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
Thank you.
see your videos, there's a lot of views, a lot of likes. And so were you nervous at first?
With the when I went on stage and stuff.
When you just started doing videos, recording videos, because I saw your first video, your skit, right? And so it was the jumping out of the airplane
Oh yeah, yeah.
skit, So was that the first you've ever? Yeah, it's like like trying
That's
to,
funny.
yeah. Was that your first ever recording?
For that I was just more experimenting with the green screen.
Yeah.
That was fun though. That was fun.
Yeah.
So it looked weird. It looked weird. I think. Super. To me, I'm just like, oh my gosh, it looks terrible.
Yeah.
But it's just like, okay, like I see what you're trying to do with what you had, type of thing, and what you knew, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's funny.
Yeah. I enjoyed it because when I first followed you, I'm like, all right, let's see. I kind of like to stalk all the way down to the first page just to kind of see who I'm going to be interviewing and all that. And I came across it, and I'm just embedded, like, and when I was looking at it, I cracked up that my phone freaking fell in it. I'm like, dude, okay, this guy's legit. This is funny guy.
Yeah. No, but before that, me and my friend Smaj, she was in the video too with me in that video, and we we would make YouTube videos, and all throughout high school we would do like skits and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so like we started that way. So like acting and like being in the camera, we might not be the best at it, but like we were used to it.
Yeah.
But like so at that point in time, we're like, damn, what would be like the next thing? Like what would be the next thing to bring people, for them to get excited about? And I was like, damn, what if we got a green screen? We do some stuff with green screen, and ended up getting one and experimenting with it, and it was fun. It was fun, but then we just things happen. We grew up, whatever. And,
yeah.
And people Smash moved away actually, so we couldn't continue making videos together. But when we link up, we always make videos together.
Yeah.
No matter what. Yeah. So we couldn't really see how far the green screen could have went, but it's fun to experiment with.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different like techniques to like video and obviously photography too, and whatever it may be, like to experiment with, and seeing that side of it was fun. Yeah. So yeah.
And what got you into videography and green screen and all that? You say you kind of did in high school a little bit. Were you?
Yeah, so like in high school, I was in some classes like graphic design and stuff like that. I took like a graphic design class and just I don't know, just watching. For some reason, I liked being with the camera. Like I gotta record everything. Everything has to be recorded. I don't know where that came from, but definitely probably inspired by watching YouTube or whatever it was at the time, and just ended up being good at the computer and picking it up pretty easy, and just like watching TV and different shows, you pick up like a mixture of different like techniques and things, like without even realizing it.
Yeah.
And I ended up coming across like things on the computer like Movie Maker. I think that was like the Windows video editor. And I hopped on that, and that's how I edited like the YouTube videos we would do, and edit super simple edits, just cuts and super simple stuff. And I made it work and just learned that way, understanding like how to cut and this and this, and then eventually I got an iPhone, and I got on iMovie, and then I started doing that one. That one was a little more like advanced, you could do more stuff with it. So that was sick. And I was like, oh shoot, started learning new stuff, and then I started watching other stuff on YouTube, and I came across like Adobe Premiere Pro, and started watching tutorials on that, and just understanding different stuff, and obviously watching like other YouTubers too along the way, and just getting inspired by everything and daily stuff and experiences and stuff like that. So it's pretty.
What is your inspiration, or what inspired you? What are things that inspire you, and you're like, hey, maybe I could use this,
It's kind of funny because like it's literally for me, like it's everything and anything, like it could be us at some moment we're here, or I'm at work and my coworker says something, and it's just like, dang, dude, like that could be a video, like or whatever, it's literally like all around us, and just putting that into the screen, and film or whatever it may be, just so someone else could be like, oh, I've experienced that too, you know.
Yeah.
So that's yeah. So I don't know, I think that's where you get the inspiration right there.
And what filmmaker, YouTuber, or social media entity kind of do you get inspiration from, and kind of try to like not so much be like them, but maybe fit your mold
Yeah, yeah.
like them?
There's I don't know, it's kind of tough because like I don't know how, because I'm sure there's people out there that can go on YouTube and be like, oh, like this person, right? Like I literally can't go to and be like, oh, like that. But like I do scroll and I get like and I watch, and there's the and just like get like random things. But I don't know. I don't think that I don't know, dude. Can't put my name on it. I can't put a. But I think it's just from everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's like even local guys that, you know, just like me, you know, doing whatever they're doing, you know, and yeah. Shoot, I mean, there's a lot of funny guys like Saucy. Have you seen Saucy? He's from Salinas too. Saucy.
I think I came across him once. Yeah.
Yeah, his stuff is funny, and his girlfriend Leisha, I believe her name is.
Well, I mean, Salinas is huge. You know, I mean, I understand that you can get inspiration from everywhere.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because not every single day is the same out there.
Yeah, there's something to I it sounds so cheesy, like I'm like, oh, dude, because I don't really like I don't follow too many like big name people, and I don't know, if I do, it's usually like a big like person who gives tips like on you know, becoming better, like whatever it may be, like with social media or different stuff. Because the information's out there, you know, so it's like, shoot,
it's free.
It's free, yeah. But I rather follow like that type of stuff than like someone like doing like the influencing or content creating or whatever. I mean, at the same time, it's just like, cause you could see, like, you learn from that, and then you're just like, and then you go watch someone that made a video, and you're like, oh shoot, I could see the things, and they're kind of using it. They might not even be watching that guy, but they're using the stuff or whatever. You know, you could pick it apart and stuff like that. But I don't know. I guess it just also comes down to like, oh, are you a watcher, or are you like a creator, or I don't know. I guess you can say like consumer or something like that. I don't know, but I don't know. I kind of think about it like that too. But yeah, dude, like it's, I don't know. My bad. Forgot the question.
You said so 2023 is when you started, right?
Yeah.
And you know, you did your first video, and you kind of started messing around with different things. What was your first big skit, or your first big like video that you put out there that like really started people noticing you?
Well, I don't know actually, but because I've been doing it for a long time, and I've always gotten like a good amount of like love and recognition. Like when we were in high school, like people would scream like from across the yard, like, yo, you know, they quote something from our video, and we'd just be like, what the heck, that's crazy, that's tight. And but yeah, like, so I've always gotten some good recognition, but actual like numbers wise or something like that, I think one of my I want to say one of them got like a million likes, to be honest with you, but I don't know, I think they took it down because it was a little inappropriate, but but I don't know, it's creative, you know. But
consistency though, right? Consistency, like being on top of the game, making sure you're putting out content.
Yeah, and that one didn't happen until recently. You know what I mean? So like at least like a couple years ago. And yeah, you're right. Yeah, consistent, because like I said, I was doing it since high school, and continue doing it, do it, and like barely recently, you know, it started to kind of just pick up. You know what I mean? So it's the true definition of like, just keep digging until you strike gold. You know what I mean? Don't give up. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good videos that I've done and collabed with, like with the El Gordo Mamon Julian. He's helped me, like he's taught me a lot too, like with the videos and being in his videos. Like we've gotten numbers together. Good streams, good. We've gotten people to laugh, and that's really the main point. But we've gotten good reactions and stuff like that, and it's dope to see that. And like with other people I collab with, whoever it may be, like with businesses or whatever it may be, like it's always a good good return. Like people like to see like where like different locations, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
When you do a video or when you do upload something, how many tries does it usually take before you get it perfect? You ever just like record something like, I can't, cause do it again, or let's
definitely
scratch it, or you spend like a couple of hours just re-recording.
It's funny. I kind of feel like the news a little bit. Like I feel like I'm always like kind of like covering stuff or whatever, so to speak. But anyways, it's fun. But I don't know. Yeah, I definitely do. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna do it again. I could do it better.
Yeah.
But yeah, thankfully we could do that, and it's not like live. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, like I also do have those times where I'm just like, boom, nailed it. Like so. Yeah, like it's just sometimes you can nail it, and sometimes just like I could do it. Like I didn't get it that time.
Yeah. I like your videos, $5 videos
Yeah,
of food.
yeah.
Where did that come about? Like
That
idea.
that was inspired by David and and also some other help too with the from the group and stuff like that. But yeah, so that was just kind of just like, oh yeah, let's see what could come up. So we created like a layout, like a structure for each video. So basically you'll see the same structure in all the videos, and I'm just trying to like keep people's attention.
Yeah.
Like so it's kind of like a way to see if we could keep people's attention and stuff like that. So and yeah, so it's like kind of like I don't know, not like a test or whatever, but like
Yeah.
But it's kind of just like working with the algorithm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's kind of like what we're feeding, We're like, we're going to feed it and see what happens, So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I got to give him the credit too, So.
Yeah. Well, $5. I mean, you guys, you're going through a lot of good food, for $5.
Yeah.
What was my favorite one? It was your recent one. Is the waffle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, who doesn't love a waffle for like less than $5?
Yeah. Not that bad actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple bucks, $2.
And so what's been like your favorite spot to hit up? Like,
for less than $5, I think the KFC one takes it, because you got that whole bucket for like $5.49 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a little more than $5, but it's still
yeah, it's still valuable.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think KFC takes the cake right now.
Actually does sound kind of good right now. I haven't had dinner yet, so maybe on the way home.
Yeah, dude, shoot. But yeah, I appreciate you. Those videos are fun to do.
Yeah,
everyone likes them.
Yeah,
I always hear it all the time. Like, what can I get for $5? You should go to Kern Street and do what can you get for $5?
Do you just get that randomly, like you're at work or you're just like walking down the street, like $5? What's up?
It's so funny.
Yeah. So you do those videos, and so before did you do stand up before or after?
After the videos?
After the videos.
No, so I was doing. I would say I was doing videos first.
I
was definitely doing videos first, and then I decided to do stand up.
So what was the decision to go into stand up?
I think just people telling me,
Mm-hmm.
like my friends and other people just telling me, oh, you should do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know there's like a thing with some comedians where like, oh, like if you do the the videos first and then go to stand up. I don't know, like you're not that good or something like that. But I don't know. I think that I don't know. I think I want to say it's true, but I don't know.
Yeah. What was that like your first time?
Was it like doing it?
Yeah.
It was. I felt like I was nervous, but at the same time, I felt like I killed it. But I don't know. There's a myth that says that you kill your first time no matter what.
Yeah.
So maybe that was it, beginner's luck. But I don't know. I felt good. I felt good, but I definitely was like kind of like, oh shoot, like this is really happening right now. Like they're all looking at me, like they're all waiting for me to say something. Like it's,
like you're the attention. Like.
Yeah, so it's like they're like literally just listening. Like it's just listening. You can say anything you want, and they're gonna take it in.
Yeah.
And if you can make them laugh, they're gonna laugh at it. Like it's just, so it's kind of just like wow. But you know, I felt nervous, but I definitely did feel kind of like, all right, I think this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know,
so like you felt it was like natural.
Yeah.
And after a couple sessions, stand-ups, like it just became more natural. Just like
I mean, shoot,
unstoppable.
For sure. I mean, there was things that I was trying and it wasn't working, and it kind of got me down, and I was like, dang, dude, maybe it's not for me. Maybe this is not it. You know, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, I'm not gonna do it for a little bit, and then and then I did it again, and stuff worked, and I was like, oh wow, I was like, that felt good. Like, so it's kind of just like it's a momentum thing.
Yeah.
So I think if you can get a good momentum, then you're gonna be like, oh yeah, like I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. And then obviously, hopefully you don't hit a wall and then just be like, oh shoot, I bombed that night. But or you realize like, shoot, yeah, I bombed that night, but dude, there's gonna be another night tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, so that I think that's really where the mindset should be. It's like, if you do mess up one night, dude, you gotta move on to the next one, because there's gonna be so much more.
And have you had a few of those moments where like,
oh, for sure.
It's like, shoot, like I messed up, or the crowd was kind of like flat, or you ever get heckled?
Yeah, I guess I got heckled, but I just kind of just go with it when they heckle me. But actually, I think I like it now if they do heckle me, because I think it adds to it. But that's just me.
And what's your routine like? Your oh my gosh, what's that term? I know there's
like your set.
Your set. What's your set like? Because usually some comedians have about the same set. They talk about the same thing, or they switch it up every so often.
Yeah.
And how do you decide when to switch it up, or just kind of keep it routine?
I kind of go into it, start talking to the crowd, and getting them a little hyped up, seeing what they're into, seeing what they want to talk about, and then might ease into a joke. They obviously might be drinking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to probably be talking about them drinking. Who got to drink? Everybody's going to be like, yeah, me.
Yeah.
And probably say like, dang, you guys must be some alcoholics then, And then probably say something like, oh, if you guys are alcoholics, like, you guys know what this, and this is. Then go into my joke or something like that. And then hopefully they laugh at that joke, because if it's not, then then it's gonna suck. But I'll do that bit, yada yada yada, and then I'll probably go into something else, like start talking about different races or something like that. Like, oh, what race are you? What race, where my white people at, where my black people at, whatever it may be, and get them involved again. I kind of like when I think the crowd likes to get involved. At least I think that. That's my assumption. And sometimes that might not be the case, but that's what I'm doing. You're going to a comedy show. I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to be involved. So I definitely want to bring that aspect out to it out during my set, and I make sure I do.
Yeah.
So
I've noticed social media plays a big part when it comes to like marketing and just obviously getting information out there, right? And so I've noticed over the last couple of years that the comedy scene is kind of growing and picking up in Salinas.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Yeah, because you have different regions, different areas where it's like that's where the comedy is at, and Salinas is becoming that, um, are you writing it at the right time?
I mean,
Is it always been there, or are you just kind of like,
part of me wants to say it's always been there, but I don't know. I want to say it's always been there because there has been shows where we do our show where we do our show monthly with the do a plug homegrown by humans. No, I'm just kidding. Homegrown humor by humans. No, but we do our show monthly right there at the XL Public House, and there was a show before us that they did for years, and so I don't know. I hate to be like, oh yeah, we're bringing comedy to Salinas and stuff like that. I mean, that was the only show that I could think of, but
but it
and
is
there definitely wasn't any like open mics, like comedy open mics, like.
But it is heading into like that a good direction. You feel?
Well, yeah, it's definitely heading into a good direction.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay.
I think that more people from Salinas, and not only Salinas, we got Spreckles, we got San Juan Batista people, we got Seaside, different places. We got a couple people from Salinas that really want to do it, and I'm one of them, and we're trying to seek out different venues to do different shows at different places. They just had one at Portobello's that was awesome. Shout out Salad Bowl Comedy, and they're trying to get venues, and just trying to help out the businesses. Basically it's like they're the entertainment, and we could bring entertainment to your place. Get you sales on your drinks, whatever it may be, food.
And are businesses more receptive? Like, because I know there's a lot of businesses that are kind of like comedy, stand up. I don't know, maybe. Is there more positive reception to you guys coming in compared to negative? You guys get shut down sometimes.
I mean, I don't know. I think it just depends on the business. But no, I mean, I've never experienced getting shut down for comedy. We do shout out to the Heirloom Pizza, because we do our comedy show there every Thursday. We have an open mic, just a straight comedy open mic, and it's the only comedy open mic in Salinas that that I actually know of that just does nothing but comedy. And I feel bad for because it's just comedy. It's like, oh, I'm blocking out so much other talent, but it's just kind of like, dang, dude, like I've been doing it for 2 years. I've experienced it. I've gone different places, and to have something like that in Salinas is pretty awesome, to say the least, because to drive to Santa Cruz, to San Jose, to San Francisco, or wherever, to do comedy for the night or 10 minutes or less, like, it kind of sucks. But to have it here, dude, at once a week, it's cool. So
your own backyard, like your people, your community.
And especially bring entertainment to the city too. Like something to do. Like that's the one thing that they say too about Salinas. Like, oh, there's nothing to do. And it's like bringing this on a Thursday night. Like it's something to do. Friday Junior. Like it's cool. So, you get people from different places, Santa Cruz, to come out and do comedy. It's dope. So Heirloom Pizza, they always have something going on too. Like, and it's definitely growing. It goes back to that Salinas downtown growing. Like it's like, Heirloom Pizza is always doing something on the weekend. You got 201 always doing something. Dubbers. You got Bearded Bean, starting to open up and try to do other stuff. Like karaoke night or whatever it may be. You got the King's Den too, right around the corner, doing their classic karaoke. There's they got La Grande Diabla. They got the XL Public House, like I said. Portobello's. Like those, that's already like at least 6 or 7 different spots. You could have a good night if you wanted to. Like, and also, what is it, the Alvarado Street too?
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah,
I'm sure there's more too.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot more that I'm probably gonna miss. I can't get them all. But I mean, that's basically the gist, the majority of them.
Yeah. Do you see yourself ever shooting an audition tape to like SNL.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick, dude.
You know,
Dude, that would be sick.
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah, yeah, that'd be epic, dude. I mean, yeah, right. Why not? Maybe when they're desperate. That's
Well, no, because you know what? I've seen some videos and I've seen people who are who've posted who've been around for a while, right? And yeah, they're funny, but not every comedian's funny.
Yeah,
That's right. That's funny, right? A comedian cannot be not being funny.
Yeah.
Ironic, right? But your style is very. It's dry, but it's very. How can I describe it? Like, I wouldn't know how to describe it. How would you describe your style?
I don't know. I would describe it kind of. I would like to think it's like, I don't know how. Just straight, maybe some storytelling. I don't know how you would describe it, dude.
I know because
Exciting.
I was thinking about it, for the past couple of weeks, and it's like, how would you describe, his style? It's very, and when I said
cringe,
dry,
no, I'm just kidding.
not dry in the bad way, but just kind of like, gosh, I can't find the word, but maybe it'll hit me in a little bit. But I like it, like you said, storytelling.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, I don't know. You gotta get someone in there to listen and be like, all right, yeah, that's dude, you definitely.
So for you guys who know James and follow him and have followed him for years, how would you describe his style?
Yeah, if you've seen me, yeah, how would you describe me?
Yeah,
My
in one word,
not
two
me,
words.
My style. Someone's gonna be like, dude, you suck. I hate your style.
I went to your show and I wasn't laughing. I don't know. Have you they always say that sometimes your worst critics are family.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do you get that? Like people in your family are like, you're you're not funny, or you're just like.
I think my sister says that she doesn't think I'm funny, but she gives me bits. Yeah, she tells me all the time. She's like, I got a bit for you. I got a bit for you. And I've tried some, and they worked.
Really?
They work. Yeah.
Okay.
So she's like my little ghostwriter. She's older than me, but yeah, she's giving me some jokes that I've tried. But I think she kind of doesn't understand it. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I think she does at the same time, but yeah.
What are some bits that you have done that really got the crowd going?
I talk about this bit about buzzballs. Talk a bit about 23andMe, like the ancestry. I talk about like a little bit about like the news, stuff like that. How the news is funny. Talk about a little bit about growing up with a single mom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
About a little bit about some bits about that. NA meeting bits and stuff like that.
Would you? I mean, it's not. I mean, it's just me, but I'm pretty sure people are gonna watch it. So let's do like a little mock-up bit. Stand up.
Like an audition, like I just did.
That's right, because you did an audition,
dude. I don't know. I don't think it works. Because there's only one person in the audition. And I was like, dude, this is not what I expected.
So you just did an audition before coming here.
Yeah.
Well, are you able to speak on it, or?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's probably.
What was it for?
I don't know. It was in PG. It was like for the art thing that they have like an art group out there or something like that. But it was legit. It's pretty legit. She's an awesome lady. I mean, it was great. It'd be great for the opportunity. But it was just an audition for one person. I think it's like for a showcase, like a variety showcase.
Yeah.
And you're auditioning for that.
Did they laugh at all?
Or, I don't know. There's one person, dude.
Just one person saying it.
Yeah.
That's intimidating.
Yeah.
Right.
It was tough. I didn't know whether to do like my my jokes that are kind of like inappropriate or like jokes that are just like I don't curse or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some stuff that I say. It's kind of just like, oh dang.
Cringe.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, oh, what the heck? I don't know. But what was the question again?
I said let's do a little like
Oh yeah, the
mock through. Let's say I was that lady. What would how did you walk in, or you introduce yourself, or
I started talking about Salinas. I was just like, oh yeah, like I'm my name's James. I'm from Salinas. It's if you've heard of Salinas, you know that it's violent. You know what I mean? It's a violent place. You know what I mean? Salinas is so violent. Like, it reminds me of like an episode of like the Bad Girls Club. You know what I mean? Like, there's a bunch of fighting going on. All these drama, baby mamas. It also reminds me of like an episode of Jerry Springer. You know what I mean? It's just like just weird. And then I go on just to do some more just stuff about Salinas. You know, like Salinas is crazy. Like, if you live in Salinas, like, and you like to show cops, like, you could just open your front door. You could watch it live. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's a good one. Because cops was there in Salinas for a while.
Yeah. And then just I'd be like, people don't even order UFC anymore. They just go downtown. You're guaranteed to see a knockout. There's always some video like online.
Yeah.
You can Salinas knockout, dude. And then I think I said Salinas is so bad. Other cities are taking notes on what not to do. Like, and then I'm just like, oh, Salinas is not all bad. They're number one in the state for some things. You know what I mean? It's like the domestic violence rate. You know what I mean? It's like it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
And imagine doing that in front of that lady. Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Oh yeah.
I think I messed
up. White lady.
Yeah. I think I messed up. But these are just jokes. Like, these are just jokes. I was kind of just like, man, I love Salinas. These are stupid stereotypes of Salinas type of thing. You know what I mean? So that's how I came up with that joke.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Hey, but it's when it's your city, you can make those jokes. So
yeah,
it works out.
The people in Salinas are probably like, screw you. But no, it's like, I'm not. That's not how I feel about Salinas. I love Salinas. It's cool. And and Salinas does have a misconception like that. Like, I remember we actually made a video before Smaj left. We made a video like just kind of just trying to send people like a message saying like Salinas is not the same. Like, so we did like, I don't know what year it was. It might have been 2021 or something like that. We asked like, oh, what's like the comparison back then to Salinas like in this year, and then people are just like, oh yeah, it's different. It's not how it used to be. This and this. We got a few different responses, and we just kind of covered that. Just trying to send a message to everybody and whoever's watching. Like, Salinas is not how it used to be, man. You can come and have a good time with your family and just say what's up and have some dinner or whatever it may be, and go back home. You know what I mean? No problems. And because there's different events and stuff like that. So like, if you ever feel like you can't go like that, that's because it's like you feel like it's dangerous. Like, that's messed up. And I've heard people say this. I've heard people say it, and I'm just like, kind of so confused. Kind of like, dang, like why do they think this? Like, I've been in this situation. I've been in this situation, like. And I've been fine, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that means when someone does, it is unlucky, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or so to speak, like, I don't know why that happens to them, you know, or whatever it is, but,
so you like to,
I think it's fine.
One of your focuses, I guess you could, from what I'm hearing, is community, right? And getting the community involved, because like your stand-up, right, you get the crowd involved.
Yeah.
And how important is that for you and what you're doing to bring the community together like that? How important is it?
Well, I think
through comedy.
Yeah, I think continuing to do stand up and doing shows and getting people to support the local comedy so they can have a good time and just have an escape, and then also kind of just maybe host maybe some different like events that happens around the community for volunteer for free and stuff like that to volunteer. And then as a host it opens up doors for comedy. You could talk to them, get them involved, and then introduce the next act or whatever it may be. But for that second they get they get that relief, the comedic relief. Yeah, I've been doing a lot like a hosting recently, so I'm just like maybe I could use my services that way.
Yeah.
And help some people and get some people to feel comfortable to come out, to the event or whatever it may be. Maybe do some like fundraisers or give backs for the community. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know what, but
yeah.
I have some stuff. People like keep on like giving. Not well. I think I'm winning like in raffles or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I have some stuff like piling up at my house. I'm just like, dude, I gotta give this away, dude. Like,
it's giveaways.
I don't want it. Like, someone else could, but be happier with it. I'm sure. You know. So, but I don't even know if I would want to do like a giveaway like that. I would just want to be like, here, whoever comes here gets it first. Like, it's yours.
Yeah.
But yeah, shoot.
You've talked about collaborations, right? The people you collaborated, and like we talked earlier, Salinas Fool was one of the ones that you collaborated with early on, and still do. How did? Because they're pretty established, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of give you a glimpse of what's going on in the city and everything. And how did that collaboration happen?
Well, I think that I was doing my videos, doing my thing, and I think they saw that and they're just like kind of like, dang, like this guy's his videos are cool, let's reach out to him or whatever the case was. I don't know if that's the way it was, but that's how I hope it happened. Yeah. But yeah, I was making videos and then they're kind of just like, oh, let's make a video together. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. Like, what the heck, why not? And, they were doing like, kind of like, I think they were doing kind of like giveaways too, kind of like that. I think I remember they would do like, on the street at the corner, like on the corner of downtown, they would kind of be there and be like, oh, if you bring us this, we'll give you this or whatever. And yeah, and that's how it started. And I would do my interviews and then they kind of like that too. And so we kind of, just connected and just kind of we bounced off each other's ideas, so it's kind of just like it was a good relationship and it still is, so it's pretty cool to be a part of what they got going on and what I got going on too, so
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
If there's one comedian out there, dead or alive, local or not, who would you love to collaborate with?
Who would I love to collaborate with? Dang. I want to collaborate with dang. I don't even know. It's an old. It's probably like old head. But I don't even know his name. But it's that one dude that does the illusions, like, like I think his name's like King something. King. I don't know. Ryan King probably or something. That's probably wrong. But maybe something like that.
Yeah.
I did that, but I don't know. I like. Can't tell. It's a tough question.
Yeah. Good. I mean, there's so many comedians out there.
Yeah. Oh, comedians?
Yeah,
just comedians?
Just comedians.
Oh, dude, Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, bro.
Dave Chappelle?
Yeah. Dude, imagine making like a skit with Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah.
Like a skit, dude. That would be sick. That'd be
He
that'd be insane.
he goes to like local comedy factories
Yeah.
a lot. So, have you ever just like, shoot, let's go to LA and just, you know,
Pretty soon, man. Pretty soon, I'm gonna be on that. Definitely. I mean, dude, a weekend. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
We can get away, just hit a bunch of whatever it may be, or just or whatever. Or even take a week off and just go out there or something. I'm not too sure, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Dave Chappelle for sure.
yeah, Dave Chappelle for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would definitely go out there and try something though.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
I want to go to Texas.
Texas. Is Texas a pretty big?
Well, yeah, they got the Kill Tony and everything right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to try. I want to try that maybe too.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, yeah. I mean, send your tape out.
Yeah.
Send tapes out.
Actually, dude, I don't even record myself that much. I mean, if at all, like I should. I need to start, but I just kind of forget. I just go up there and just kind of wing it. Because I mean, I kind of just like go with the flow.
Yeah.
Up there, like if you're feeling some jokes, I'm gonna tell you some jokes. But if you're feeling just kind of just like talking, then we're just gonna talk.
Yeah. No. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But yeah, I don't know. Shoot, I mean, yeah, I kind of forgot the question again.
When you're not making people laugh, you know, what does James usually do to just unwind and recharge, you know, to go tell these jokes?
Honestly, just kind of just like a lot of sleep. Like I like to sleep. I like to watch movies. I like to just chill. I like to play. I like competition. I like to play basketball and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Some golf. Kind of getting addicted to that.
Yeah.
All that sounds like work, to be honest with you, but no, it's definitely stuff that it brings. It also creates bits. You know,
Yeah.
like things. It creates. I think all that stuff, like just all that emotion, helps inspire stuff. But yeah, definitely like to do all that stuff. Hang out with friends. You know, play board games. Go to church. You know, do it, everything like that. All that helps. Pray. Everything keeps me sane and you know, level-headed and humble. You know, I always ought to make sure that I'm humble because I'm definitely lucky and blessed to be where I'm at right now. And yeah, dude. So and then we're still growing too. So it's awesome.
Yeah. When you say golf, do you know there's a golf course there in Salinas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know about that until the job that I used to work for. We took our kids on a field trip.
There's two. There's two in Salinas.
Oh, there's two.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the one that I'm talking about is the 831 putt.
831 putt.
Is it 831?
Is it twin? No. First tee.
First tee. There.
Yeah,
we go.
first tee. Yeah.
First tee.
There's that one, and then there's Salinas Fairway. I believe it is.
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's not. They're nice. They're nice.
Really?
I've played both of them. They're pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because like you said, that's how you get your bits, right? Like Gabriel Iglesias says, like, how do I come up with this stuff? Well, it just happens to me.
Yeah.
You know, like I live life, and you know, I can't make this stuff up. It's just what I do with this information. I write it out. I tell you guys.
Yeah. It's so true.
Yeah.
He was actually the first comedian I ever seen live.
Yeah.
Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah.
Where would you see him at?
I saw him in Oakland.
Okay.
The Oakland Theater. And I was like maybe like 17, 18, maybe younger. But yeah, I was sick. I was freaking sick. It was around the time he was doing all his sound effects.
Oh
and
yeah.
Talking about the Fat and the Furious.
I'm actually in this movie.
No way, really?
Yeah. So remember when he did that movie that it came out a couple years? What was it, like 2000, the mid 2000s? I'm in this movie, and you can't see me, but you could hear me laughing.
Yeah, like, that's me.
I'm in there somewhere. But no, I saw him in what was it, San Jose.
Uh-huh.
And he was filming his movie, and I remember it was just like he wasn't out there. His homeboy Martin comes out. It's like, all right, guys, we're gonna record you guys laugh. So when I say laugh, start laughing, and we're gonna record it. So for like 5-10 minutes, like laugh, ha 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 ha, and I'm like ha ha ha, like okay, like sorry, stop. All right, we're gonna do it again, and so like they had us pre-record the laughing,
Yeah.
right, because they were shooting the movie, and so like he was hilarious, and so like the next year, the movie comes out,
Mm-hmm.
and sure enough, I go to watch it again, and you hear just the laughing in the background. And I tell people, hey, you see that? That's me. That's me in the background.
That's funny. Is your first extra?
Yeah, I'm one of them. I'm one of the extras out there.
That's tight.
I got no credit for it, but hey, I could say I was there.
The laughter.
The laughter. So, what is it that you have on a regular basis? You said monthly shows. So what do you got going on?
So I'm in a group with with Homegrown Humor by Humans.
Mm-hmm.
It's based out of Salinas, and it's also ran by Jake Cohen, and they do like a comedy workshop before the show, and then like comedy contest, and then a comedy show, and then raffles and everything like that. It's a monthly show we do at every fourth Saturday of the month at the XL Public House.
Okay.
It starts like at 8:30, and yeah, I mean it's like our 10th one maybe, and it's been pretty good, pretty awesome. Good feedback. People like it. People like to come out and have a laugh. We always have like a different headliner and stuff like that. So it's always like it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
It's unpredictable. It's pretty cool. And I mean, other than that, there's other Salinas comedy shows that are also booking shows and doing shows, and so I'm working with them too, and just advertising for everything, and then on top of that I do the not the monthly but the weekly every Thursday at the Heirloom Pizza. We have the open mic, so anybody can come and do comedy, and all ages. It's pretty awesome. So that's what we got going on right now, and it's been pretty good. It's been pretty busy.
Yeah. So you guys hear that? Go check them out.
Yeah, if you guys want to come and do comedy, dude, come check it out, and or come to a free show. Have some pizza, have some drinks.
I know I know some people who think they're funny, and so
anybody could do it. Anybody could do it.
Test your luck. Get up there.
Yeah.
I mean, some people say I'm funny. I don't know. I think I'm funny. I'm more like a punchline, one punch. A pun liner.
That's good. That's good.
So
people like that.
So I don't know. Maybe I'll come up with a bit or something. But I'll have to come check those out for sure.
Yeah,
for
man.
Sure. James, I usually tell people towards the end, right? Like, what is it? What is one piece of advice that you give to someone trying to become a comedian, just a person? Like, what is your words of wisdom that you leave behind to if these were your last words?
Just be kind, man. Be kind to everyone. Have the ability to understand the right from wrong in a situation. People solving skills, problem solving skills, all that stuff will help. With what you got going on, all that stuff, communication. You know, that's all that's key. You know, getting your mind right is one thing, and you know, just make sure you have organization and everything like that. Just get things aligned, and you know, everything like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, now say that, but make it funny.
Yeah, right. It's all serious, huh?
Right. Like, wait,
Listen here, son. No, just kidding.
wait a second. You're supposed to be funny, not. Nah, James. I appreciate you coming on. You know.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. And,
I'm glad I came.
Yeah, no, for sure. And maybe we could collab on something like in the future.
Yeah, let's do it.
There's some events that I want to bring to you. You know, we'll talk about that off screen. But
yeah, I could connect you with. I mean, well, I'm sure you probably already know them too, but like other people around Salinas too. You know?
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, maybe we could do one of those $5 video.
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, I'm trying to eat. I love to eat, so we could collab on something like that. So
yeah, let's do it. We'll do like a local joint or something like that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate it, James.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is James Mena.
Later, guys.
God bless. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Thank you.